Hey guys, welcome back to House of G, episode 7. I know Halloween's over, but I believe this figure still fits within the fall, Halloween, late Halloween, early fall schedule they're in right now, since we're currently in November. Halloween wasn't so far behind, and I figured to bring out this figure now because of the fact that, based off its being grim, cold, and it's just the season is changing. I figured this time would be a good time. This is Gangrene Estates. This is Theodore Sodcutter. This is the gravekeeper that runs over the estate. This is the Baghead Butcher edition. Here in the bottom left, there are other. This is the second version that came out of the character. And there's also, the first one came out just like this without the Baghead edition. And there's a third one that came out, or technically a second one that came out just with him instead of being green skin. He was a blue skin edition. So this is one of the three that I have. Of course, this is a channel for, collectibles and everything like that. Mainly for Mezco. Going over my complete Mezco collection day by day. And video by video, so as much as possible. Although the shoebox design is not my favorite, I believe in my opinion, the artwork here was really cool. This is really great artwork, from inside out, even from the top to the bottom. Little fungus looking dudes. Remember when the first edition came out, if you ordered him, you can get the first 10 or so little guys free. So this is into the box. So like I said, even though I'm not a big fan of the shoebox edition, the artwork is crazy. Crazy cool. And you really enjoy the aesthetic. So here's you open it. Here you see him coming down all the way. And here's his victim. And the artwork is definitely done really cool inside and out. So it's definitely giving me more of a Jason the Friday the 13th kind of vibe. Especially this scene right here. Reminds me of the reboot that came out not so long ago, where the kids are in some sort of lake house and everything, and that's him running up. But otherwise, like I said, I don't much like the box, but the design and artwork is awesome. And without further ado, here's the figure. We'll go over the trays. So this is the first tray that came out, surprisingly, and it is his little buddies that come out at night. They look like mushroom, fungus type critters. They're all static. They can't really move. But they are all in different poses and positions. It's kind of dark to see. Not too crazy, not much articulation, just, mainly black, red eyes, different static posing. I think that was kind of cool. A nice little addition to the figure itself. In case when you're doing like taking pictures and stuff, those figures definitely come in handy. And of course, here's the hood. There's the hood that comes with the figure. Nice wired bottom. So you can definitely have it over him. Two eyes. Cool blood splatter effect on the front of the face. Of course, the texturing is nice. It feels like a real cloth sack. Of course, you know, this is the inside. And only thing has wire is the bottom rim, which I think is a great idea because this way you can just make it flat like this, like across his chest or whatnot, and then put it right over his head. So we'll see how it looks like in a minute. The other accessory I found up front was, upon opening the figure, it looks more like his jacket, not too sure. Oh, the rope, I think, for the tombstone to wrap around his back so he can carry it. The belt. Yeah, this is more like his fleece. So it feels like there's a Velcro here. Yep. There's definitely Velcro hidden right here. Easy to put on. I got nervous for a second. I was like, I'm supposed to get this thing on. But of course, Mezco thinks about everything. So, from what I can tell, the two arm holes are here. Either end. This is his jacket. Really cool touch. Really cool touch to the character. Really soft and fluffy. But of course, you always got to be careful with this kind of material. You can already see it kind of like collecting a lot of dust and flaking off. So we're going to be careful with that. And of course, the little belt. And the first tray is here. So this is the first tray for the figure himself. Now, this is one of the few figures that, you know, upon, you know, seeing and getting, he has a buttload of expressions. And I think it's really cool. And, you know, some of them light up. And I never seen a figure with so many facial expressions that I think Mezco ever came out with before. If I'm not mistaken, if I'm wrong, you know, put in the comments section below. But overall, I think this figure is really cool. He's just this tall, lengthy, you know, gravekeeper. Nice little hump on his back, which is, I think, yeah, sculpted into the figure. If I can see if I can. Yep, definitely hard sculpted the figure. So I'm pretty sure you can't look up that. Oh, you can look up pretty well, actually. Can't look up per se, but he can definitely look at you and into your soul. So yeah, so just by looking at him, he's just this really lengthy figure. He might have been used. I want to say a Nosferatu body. That's what it kind of looks like to me because of how slim and skinny it is. Like even with the jacket up, you can still definitely see on how skinny he really is. Let me see if we can get some light on him. Yeah, see? Definitely around. But then again, of course, the articulation's pretty good. I'm going to assume his articulation is really good. So, like, even that, you can definitely get into a nice little pose. He's running. And here's the elbow joint. Elbow joint starts right about here. So he has all this extra arm for length. And I think that's pretty cool. And as you can tell in the jacket, there's wiring. So even as they put him in this cool, I mean, he probably couldn't hold the running pose I'm in right now, or I put him in. But still, I do like how there's wiring in the jacket. And of course, all his facial expressions, we'll go through each head piece by piece. And he just looks creepy. You look at him, he just looks, you know, dark fingernails and, you know, stuff like that. And his face alone is like, hey, is he dead or alive? You know, well sculpted. He does have a little bit of ab crunch. Not too much. And of course, you know, ankle pivot back and forth. Big long shoes. Big long lengthy arms. The jacket feels nice. Nice material. It's nice and soft. It suits the figure really well. I like all the... They have the wire here and everything, so there's a bunch of weathering and stuff on that, on the bottom. And of course, if you fix them, and the wiring helps keep that look, which I think is really great. You know, I love it how the wiring keeps a look, so it keeps a nice slim look if you need to. So I think it's really cool. Alright, so put him here to the side for right now. Put him back here for a little bit. Enjoy. And he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 additional heads, including the one that's on him right now. It's 6. And look at the promo pictures for this figure. I think it was really cool when I first saw him. And of course, it's a Mezco. I was like, I have to get him. So this is one of the heads where tongue is out, eyes are popping out. This is a really cool expression. He wants to eat someone's soul, or just eat them, just bite them off, bite their heads right off, or limbs. Kind of reminds you of a little bit of It. Wide open jaw, crazy eyes. You know, nice articulation, good coloring. It's not too dark, but you can definitely tell, like, he's an undead figure. Another expressional head. Kind of looks like the one he has now, but one eyebrow is more up, giving more of a mysterious looking face. So not really much. It looks like the standard face, the standard head, but more of a real grin smile, like, hey, listen, something's up, and I got one up on you. He thinks, you know, his victim's probably getting away. He's like, oh, okay, you think you're smart, no problem. He'll get him eventually. Another one where it looks like he's half eaten, half destroyed. This is a good picture to be used for, you know, I guess fighting Dr. Eternal. I don't know if they're gonna put them. I guess he's an enemy, Dr. Eternal. I'm not too sure. We do have the I forgot the gangsters that are coming out soon. And if I remember correctly from San Diego Comic-Con, I do remember them displaying mummy-looking figures. But I know they're trying to start... I know Mezco's trying to start its own kind of, you know, superhero line where Dr. Eternal kind of like, you know, is the head of it. So I'm not really too sure if this qualifies as an enemy of Dr. Eternal. You know, friend with Nosferatu. So I don't know how far they're gonna go with the story and whatnot. Here's another head, just like the last one, except his jaw is a little more closed in, more teeth exposure, and believe it or not, these are kind of like a little flexible, but it can definitely snap off if you apply enough pressure, but definitely sharp, which I always like, the detailing and everything. And of course, in this one here, one eye is bigger than the other. And last but not least, the last head out of the 6. It's more of a really super neutral, sad face. Like he's contemplating about what to do next and so on and so forth. I don't know. Seems like he's just, it comes off that sad vibe. It looks at, like you look at the distance or something like that. But there you go. The detailing is good. All the crests and creases of the facial expressions are there. You can definitely see like teeth, like he's skinny, so you can definitely see the bone lines and everything from the mouth. So overall, a really good figure. A lot of expressions, and of course we have 2, 4, 6 additional hands. Nice, long, lengthy, open hands. That'd be kind of gross for these bad boys be coming to grab you. And of course the black fingertips, almost like he's rotting, like gangrene. And of course the detailing and everything is really good. Love the detailing in all the hands. Before we go any further, obviously the hood's here. So I want to see how the hood will look over him. Because I'm pretty sure we're all curious on how to, the main part of buying this figure is the fact that he has a hood. Yeah. A little difficult to get the holes lined up, but the wiring definitely helps a little bit. There you go. He looks pretty creepy from the distance too. Like I said, it definitely gives me the Friday the 13th vibes. I actually might even display them like this. I don't know. Just when we get the other ones out, you can definitely tell which version's which. Yeah, I think I might leave with the bag on his head. Alright, second tray. More additional hands. Tools, hats. This guy is really accessorized. And of course we have the head. The head that goes in the bag or on him. I think he can hold it. I want to say it's a shrunken head. If I'm not mistaken. I'm not too sure. So definitely a lot of accessories with this figure. Definitely a lot to go through. A little difficult. There we go. Finally got it open. And of course, more hands. 2, 4, 6 additional hands. 6 additional. So we have a total of 6 pairs. 2, 4, 6. And over there was 6. So we have close to 8 sets. No, 2, 4. Yeah. So it's 3 here, 3 there. Like 7. Right? Did I count it correctly? Oh man, he's got so much I even forgot. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 7 pairs of hands. That's crazy. And not to forget to mention the fact on the hats that he has too. So the tall top hat. Doesn't really do much. Soft plastic around the brim. Really hard plastic up top. Nice texturing. paintwork. But then we have a shorter version. I guess you can use it as a... Is it two different ones? Yeah. This one has the bow tie here. Is this one the same thing as that? Yeah. So I guess if you want to, you guys could pretend that, you know, someone squashed this hat along running or whatever it is. And of course, one of my favorites is a bowl hat. So I guess, I don't know what Mezco was going with as far as two different top hats. They're the same top hats. I guess one's more crushed down. Give them more like, hey, he's been working. Kind of like crushed look, I guess. And here's the bull hat. Here's his tools. Pickaxe. Nice texturing in the handle. Nice wood looking. Great top. A pickaxe. Shovel. I like how they gave the look to the handle where it's like it's not straight like a brand new one. It's crooked and everything, been repaired. Just like how our good friend here, Theodore, is. All crooked. Nice texturing. And paint job on the shovel itself. It's all been put together. Here's his lantern. Nice metal up top. Nice metal ring. Gives it a nice little finishing look. So at least this way, if you do move them, it actually moves and sways like a real lantern would. That's pretty cool. The door's gonna open. No. And here's the compartment on the bottom, of course. Next thing we have is his accessories, his bag. Nice little gold skull up front for the clasp. Yep. I'll slightly lift that up and opens the bag. Of course, you want to be careful when it comes to the soft parts like that. The bag itself isn't exactly attached. So if you can see, there is a line. There is a, you can see through. So it's 3 separate molded pieces that put together. But at a distance, it looks like a complete nice bag. It looks solid at a distance, but of course, you know, you can definitely see. I'm using the camera, but there's a slit here, so you can definitely tell it's 3 separate molded pieces. But that doesn't really matter. And the texture and everything looks really good. Looks like old school alligator skin. You can definitely look at it. Let's look at scales. A nice green color to it. Really nice. And his shrunken head. This is really cool. Purple tone on the skin. There's a little hook we could hold them from. Here's the bottom underneath. Green hair. Kind of reminds me of the, I guess, the Beetlejuice movie that came out. And I'm super excited for the Beetlejuice figure to finally come out. I know Mezco does a lot of Living Dead dolls. And we kept seeing, you know, hey, pre-order Mezco, Living Dead doll for Beetlejuice, you know, stuff like that. I'm like, all right, that's cool, but, you know, can we finally get a figure? And they finally gave us the first Beetlejuice movie. With hopefully, I can't wait to get my hands on it, and it looks really good. The Mezco 112 Beetlejuice figure, really excited for. Can't wait for that bad boy to come in. I think I'm missing something. Where the tombstone went? Here's his other accessories. Of course, his stand. Did I miss something? I don't know if this version is supposed to come with the tombstone. I know there's instructions for it here. I'm not too sure. So here's the final last tray. Of course, the infamous Mezco stand. This one's really cool. I like how the contrasts the green and the brown. This one's really cool. Yeah, I really am going to keep the bag on his head. Just to fact it so, hey, listen, this is the bag. This is the bag head version. And without further ado, we're going to put him on his little stand. Little heel here. Those are going to go in. There we go. Finally got him. Here you go. Hurrah! That's cool. I definitely want to try to pick his head up at the same time without. There we go. Yep, as good as gonna get. Yeah, he definitely looks legit. Really cool. Yeah, that's potato sack looking feeling. I'm telling you. As far as a hockey mask concerned or anything else, that's a pretty creepy mask. His axe with blood stains on it. So even though he didn't come with any FX parts, he definitely borrowed from other figures and stuff like that. I do appreciate that. You know, it would have been nice to maybe have a clean version and the bloody version, but you know, there's always next time. But we don't see that. We don't see that very often. You know, blood on the weapons. So I guess it's different this time. And it's Kane. Comes a little Kane. Give him more of that pimp look. We can go well with this little pimp jacket here. Theodore bag. Butcher. Pimp hand. And of course the infamous Mezco bag. It does come with 4 batteries for the light up features, for the lanterns, stuff like that. I like Mezco how they put it in its own separate tray, which is important because you lose these suckers. You're a pain in the ass to replace them. And of course the flight stand. You know, to get a nice cool posing, for him to pretend he's jumping up, getting a victim, stuff like that. I'm hoping at some point, you know, later on the line, if, you know, I do finish unboxing most of these figures, maybe we can start doing a little minor photography. I think it'd be kind of cool to put these figures in action and put Jason Voorhees against him, stuff like that. So that'll be pretty cool. You know, I do have different platforms here on my desk, top and bottom, so we'll do something different about that. But overall, yeah, that's all the... We've gone through all the trays. There's 4 trays. I'm surprised he didn't come with his tombstone. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this version doesn't come with one, but it definitely has the box. So if anything, this is probably the original. This is the original. This is the original instruction manual for the first one. So if you do see here, there is a tombstone version here, tombstone and rope. So that could be this edition here that it doesn't come with. Of course, Mezco does reuse their instruction manuals for the same figure in case, you know, for the most part, it hasn't really changed. So here's the instruction manual. here like that. This goes here like that. This goes here like that. So yeah, the shoebox design maybe might have been the best option for this figure, considering how tall and stacked this comes out to be. So this is all the trays stacked up against one. So you can definitely tell there's a lot of stuff going on here. All right, so here is Theodore Sodcutter, Baghead Butcher Edition. Like I said, he's one of 3 that came out through Mezco. And now he's going to join the rest of his family up top. Part of the... I don't think he's even part of the Rumble Society. I believe he's his own separate thing. So we're definitely going to put him here with everybody else. Definitely tell all the little stands are getting together. Top one's getting pretty full. This has been episode 7. Theodore Sodcutter. Butcher. Bag Butcher. And always remember, guys, never forget, keep collecting. Like, share, and subscribe. And we'll see you in the next one. Peace.